Welcome to the sportiest stream. Welcome to a continuation of our first day of Cross Progression League action. I'm Sporty FC, and if you were joining us not too long ago, it was Minor Adjustments versus Divine Ascension Nitro that started our our viewing of Cross Progression League Season 3. Minor Adjustments were able to win that series in a 3-0 sweep. Looks pretty dominant doing so as they got better and better as each game went on. This match, however, we'll see if this is able to be the interesting match of the evening. The ChillStahs take on TORRENT Swarm. Pretty fun matchup this evening. Another 3v3 best of 5 here. But this is by the GC2, GC3 division, so higher ranked players, higher ranked competition, and much more. I'm sure we're going to see a much more fast pace of play based on what both these teams want. JD Mayo, definitely a player I recognize on the TORRENT Swarm, but on the other side of ChillStahs, I've actually seen this team a ton in my past, but I don't think we've ever had them on this stream specifically, because they've always been on the SN Tournament Series mainstream, because they've always been in ATS. But fun to see them actually on this stream now, for the start of their season. As I mentioned before, it's a 7-week season for both these teams, and a pretty packed division. They're going to have 7 matches. 2 off weeks, no waiting around. You gotta make sure you perform the way you want to. Yeah, very important first week to get things underway. We'll be waiting a little bit here for everybody to join the lobby. I did have some players tell me that they are actually waiting on teammates, that they are running behind, so we'll give it a little bit of time here. As soon as we get everybody in the lobby, we'll have the series underway. It will be our second series of the evening. Our last as well, but we'll cap off our first night of Cross Progression League matches for CPL Season 3. Thank you for the raid, Maxine. How you doing? Thank you so much. Hopefully you were doing well. I know you had some CPL matches. I hope they're exciting. What did you have going on, Maxine? And we got the ChillStahs versus TORRENT Swarm. Your last one, 30 minutes. Hey, you're doing well. I know today's been a busy day for you. Enjoy that series. How are you streaming? NAV versus Acid Panthers. Alright then. Be a good matchup. Reverse sweep here and a sweep now. Well, you're having a busy day, Maxine. 3 matches is never an easy thing to do, so good on you. Yeah, I'm very impressed, but of course, as often is the case here, with a lot of leagues, their week 1 is usually by far their busiest when it comes to streaming. Everybody kind of wants to get involved early. Seems to be the case with CPL. This is a giant. They've got some pretty big divisions, and they got a lot of people taking matches early in the season. But again, with it being week 1, of course, I wanted to get involved in the action as well. I think everybody wanted to see a little bit of involvement. Waiting a little bit for this matchup. As we'll get everybody ready for the match in just a moment. Again, we'll get things underway in just a moment here. Like, we're having some slight lobby issues. So again, give it a little bit of time. As we get an update on how things are looking, we'll get this match underway. But again, give me a moment. Seems like we have some lobby issues. There we go. Just remade the lobby. Hopefully this will fix the issues for all the teams. There we go. We'll get everybody in now for this matchup. Be a best of 5 here for Season 3, as jumping in is the ChillStahs, Quadar, Jeffy, and Nibs. Not too surprising. Nibs actually is I would say a recent addition, but for a team that doesn't make that many additions, he's definitely recent, even though it's been like a good while. Been on this team for a good while. They just don't make that many changes. This ChillStahs roster has been pretty consistent for a very long time. Again, TORRENT Swarm on the other side, part of the TORRENT Core organization that has actually grown quite a lot in the last couple of months. We'll just have to wait and see how things go here for both these teams. But again, we should be getting everybody in the live. I know TORRENT said that they're going to be here a few minutes late. Yeah, they're going to be here a few minutes late, but hopefully that's not much longer now that we've got to wait a little bit. Should get things underway in just a moment. Again, who's on the other side? Well, we know who's not going to be on the other side. So only have a few players: JD, Mayo, Icy, and Panda. Only have a few players, so we know who they're going to have in this matchup. Now the question I think that these teams are going to have is, how does your season start? How can you perform in will be your first week of action, your first of 7 weeks in the regular season, and of course playoffs afterwards, I think, which is either 1 or 2 weeks long. Just have to wait and see. But as soon as we get an update for all the players, we'll get this match underway. Apologies for the delays here. But yeah, so I do have to wait for a little bit for Swarm. As there they are. They're all in now, so let's get this match going here. And they'll wait a little bit longer, but this match, I'm sure, will be well worth it. Our last match of the evening for Cross Progression League. The ChillStahs take on TORRENT Swarm. A best of 5, and both these teams, it's their first week of action. You want to make sure this first week is a good one. So let's get things going here. ChillStahs in the blue, TORRENT Swarm on the orange. What a big match it will be as the ChillStahs. I've seen this team many times before. But in this division, they're definitely going to be playing up against some pretty high-ranked players. Nothing that they aren't used to, but gonna have the work cut out for them early. I think they're gonna get a good early viewing of kind of what this division's all about against TORRENT Swarm. The ChillStahs, one thing that this team's good at, they're pretty heavy on their commits, and that's something that is probably gonna be caught a lot more at this high rank. And against lower ranked teams, like I usually see from ChillStahs, that works really well because you can overwhelm your opponents quite easily playing up aggressively. And at this rank level, they're definitely gonna meet better defenses, teams that do better under that pressure. Means that you're gonna have to work a lot more to get those goals. As already won for TORRENT Swarm, JD Mayo, another player that actually is I'm impressed to see at this division, although he's around for a while, so not too surprising here. Is Panda unable to get that touch? Quite over clear. Icy. Easy Jeffy off the corner. Will be Nibs as this one back wall. Second touch. It's off the bar and out. The ChillStahs with their first real major chance. That one just a little bit off. As now another one. This one will definitely go in. TORRENT Swarm struggling on the boost. Yet against such an aggressive team like the ChillStahs, they want you to panic quickly. What that aggression does to you, it makes you panic, it makes you rush. TORRENT Swarm definitely have the... It's not going to be an easy run for TORRENT Swarm, even though I think they're the favorites in this matchup. They're going to have a lot to prove here. Against the ChillStahs team, that's going to make you really rush your defense if you aren't playing carefully. Redirects will be kept away by Icy. Midfield, ChillStahs will not be on this one, and in fact, they're not even back. Crazy Jeffy, watch as that dinged off the bar. That could have been a 2-1 lead, and really should have been a 2-1 lead for TORRENT Swarm. The shot save away by JD Mayo. Off the side wall. Icy! Almost beat Quaidar there, who took a real long time to challenge. ChillStahs are tracking back as it is Nips. Crazy Jeffy. Icy. Mayo. Keep things up in the air as here goes Quaidar. Panda beats. Icy is the last one back, and we'll get that save. Crazy Jeffy's waiting. Now a chance to shoot, but Panda's waiting for it. Torrent Swarm just looking to play a more patient game. Hill. Icy. Not a great touch there. Will be a play for... Well, would be a play for Panda if Icy wasn't challenging already. Waiting back, they'll get the clear, but Torrent Swarm playing a lot of defense early on. Definitely not panicking as early as the ChillStahs want them to, but considering their only goal so far has been from a ChillStahs overcommit, it is not a good sign for the Torrent Swarm offense. Need more, and this might be it. Bit of a miscommunication will lead to a shot that Nibs has to keep out. ChillStahs go the other way. Panda to save. Right to Jeffy. Nibs, flip reset. Crazy Jeffy again. Nibs, across the nets will be for Quaidar. Past Icy. Torrent Swarm a bit out of position now. But Quaidar couldn't connect on the pass. ChillStahs will keep the ball, but they have lost a lot of room. They're going to have to consider if they have to go back to defense now, but still not giving up on the play here. Nibs, flip reset, has given his team some life. Panda, a bit out of position. The shot from point blank for Quaidar is in. And boy, the ChillStahs have had the work. Their offense has held consistent, but they haven't had that many chances on nets. One mistake from Panda. And the ChillStahs take a 2-1 game lead. Torrent Swarm. That clear will be the ChillStahs. Nibs. The clear. Nibs. And to win out on the play. Left for Quaidar. ChillStahs. Waiting as Quaidar takes that challenge. Mayo to clear. Nibs. Keeps this one in the air. Here goes Crazy Jeffy. Can't shoot this one. Does make everyone from Torrent commit to this, but Anna's got a lot of boost still. That's a big clear as now towards the nets goes Icy. ChillStahs quick to handle it. One goal lead this late, but this might be enough for them, as they've done pretty well to hold possession throughout the entirety of this game up to this point. Torrent Swarm. They can only dream of having consistent offense. They just have not been able to win the midfield. Now I need a burst of speed at some point, so that the ChillStahs are not so eager to give them. Panda. I don't know if they were called off there, but nobody's ready to challenge this, and all the way back goes Torrent Swarm for one last gasp. Icy stopped. Panda to clear. Crazy Jeffy just off the corner. It's a bit of a heavy first touch, but will be for Quaidar. Nibs to clear. That's bounced off the sidewall. ChillStahs blend some offense now. They won't need to shoot. They won't shoot. The ChillStahs take game one. All they've had to do. It is ChillStahs. Will be more than happy. Take game one. Considering the way the ChillStahs want to play, want to compete, this is going to be a tough series for them. Again, as I said, these are some pretty high-ranked opponents that they're playing against. I think Swarm's going to be a good bit of competition for them. But it's about being able to stay consistent. Game one, they won the offense. They didn't have that many goals from their offense, but they did win out on possession. When you're in that kind of control, you don't need to score a lot. Although if I'm the ChillStahs, my major concern would be the fact that you're likely not to win the offense all the time. You gotta make sure you really make it count here as a double tap from Crazy Jeffy. Sure, would have loved to have that go in. But it will be for Torrent Swarm instead, as Icy off the corner. Jeffy to keep it away from Panda. Midfield, everybody in for the ChillStahs though. Quaidar racing back as Panda can't find the angle. Quaidar clears as Panda's not going to read this one. Again, the ChillStahs really not challenging. Now Torrent Swarm can win the offense as that touch is going to be straight back in by Nibs. Upper is committed though for the ChillStahs. They won't keep possession. A very rough bounce for Quaidar. He's going to take his time on this. And that could really help Torrent Swarm. Panda! Oh, it's a weak shot. Needed more. Still no goals this game. Nibs. End of the clear, and we've seen already multiple chances for Torrent Swarm, specifically for Panda. Just have not connected. Torrent Swarm are there. But being able to keep that going as, oh, what a save! JD Mayo had to cut across. Somehow this game's kept scoreless. JD Mayo really doing some heavy lifting on defense. Quaidar. Nibs. Around the corner will be Icy as Crazy Jeffy plays midfield. Mayo, stopped by Nibs. Off the sidewall. Ooh, Quaidar almost got bumped. He's got to make that save now. Up goes Crazy Jeffy. Panda, back wall. Oh, he's outplayed Nibs. Oh, it's just going to be kept away. Nibs falls on top of that one. The ChillStahs have definitely not looked their usual self on defense. He plays close for comfort with double commits. Definitely sparking interest here for Torrent Swarm. The ChillStahs want it gone. Icy. Over Nibs will be Crazy Jeffy as here goes Panda, not able to make that touch. Mayo's the only one with boost, but already playing the defensive, just going to give up on that play, not take any risks upfield. Now a team bump means open room for Nibs. Icy is there. It's a great control play from Icy. ChillStahs looking to hold Torrent Swarm back a little bit longer. That just won't be the case. The way that ChillStahs won game one was through winning on the midfield. This game's been so much more even. You really feel like Torrent Swarm are the ones favored to take this at this point. They'll need to work their magic for one chance, really, as maybe this is it. Panda across the net, save away as Nibs. We'll get to it in time. ChillStahs are really low on steam. Have not been able to win that midfield, and now another demo. Icy, back wall. Quaidar! Oh, he's own goaled! Oh, it's an own goal from Quaidar. He couldn't get the touch. And Torrent Swarm, they rebound game two. Let's thank you for the raid, Alyssa B. Hopefully your night's been good. We've got the ChillStahs versus Torrent Swarm as looking to make their move. Off the back wall will be Nibs. Crazy Jeffy challenged by JD Mayo. Panda, surely it's a second one as a double commit for the ChillStahs finally gets answered. They've had so many of these this game. This won't be their most egregious example, but man, they've had some double commits this game that you really feel like Torrent Swarm should have done better against. Finally, they score on one of them. For like a matter of time, as Panda's gonna look for another, looking for the free goal lead as Icy. Oh, what a save! Jeffy to Nibs to get that one away. The ChillStahs still have not been able to win the midfield like they did in game one. They haven't even really gotten very close here. It's been so back and forth. It really doesn't favor the ChillStahs and the control style of offense they want, as here goes Icy with a lot of room. Not on target. As bumped out is Quaidar. Will still get the touch though. As a play for Nibs. Quaidar charging ahead. It's in front of the net, and it's Crazy Jeffy to take it. Everybody up for the ChillStahs. No hesitations now. You're running out of time. And what a risky shot from Crazy Jeffy to go top right on that when the left side was open. But he knew that's what Torrent Swarm was going to attack, was that left side. What a clutch shot. And the ChillStahs now are one back in it. Quaidar now. Chance on target. It's off the back. Oh, it's off the bar. Here goes Nibs. This one is low and in. And the ChillStahs have marched back into game 2. Off the back. Well, the first shot wasn't there for Quaidar. But Nibs, knowing where he was, makes the smart play, shoots low, and Torrent Swarm can't get there. And wow, felt like in the blink of an eye, the ChillStahs have made this game even. Now they look to take the win here. Crazy Jeffy, flick for Nibs, saved by JD Mayo. Quaidar can't go, and I don't think any of his teammates realized. Has everybody up. Icy with one last major chance, but it won't go anywhere, and we have overtime. Our first of Cross Progression League Season 3. We'll see how long this one goes for, as the ChillStahs could take match point with one more goal. But the kind of comeback that they have definitely set for themselves here in Game 2, they're in a great position to do it. Once Swarm, they can keep this game back and forth, it will definitely be in their favor still, as Quaidar stood away by Panda. Jeffy, Nibs has got to be careful not to get bumped. I don't think he saw Panda there, but it's in the demo attempt. Will Nibs to clear as Crazy Jeffy, I mean, doesn't have that clear. Quaidar has kind of outplayed his own team here. It's a bad spot for Nibs. It's a bad spot for the ChillStahs. Low on boost, low on possession, and low on hope. Now that Icy has scored the winning goal. It was really all started from Quaidar, really outplaying himself and his team. On low boost, Quaidar should have just gotten rid of that ball. Instead, he's essentially taken the risk of keeping it in his own half. And Torrent Swarm, well, like their name suggested, all jumped in on it and take the win in Game 2. How even the series has been, it comes down to that kind of control, I think. If the ChillStahs don't have full control, they're really going to have some issues here. Or they're going to have to start adapting to a much faster, much more immediate style of offense. And they go all in. Sometimes these plays work for them. Well, the risk is if you go all in, you don't have anyone back to defend. So, ChillStahs are definitely in a weird predicament, because either you have to win the midfield, but if you don't, you have to send everybody in, and that's a huge risk that I don't think they're willing to take. We'll see how things go in Game 3. Well, they're already off to a good start here. One goal already. As Crazy Jeffy will just send it. I mean, there was no one defending Mayo. Turned away? Yeah, I don't know why Mayo did that. He had a challenge there. One that he at least could have gone for. By turning away like that, he's essentially allowed them to shoot and score unless he pre-jumps it. One of those situations where, as a player, I think you realize your mistake right after you do it. It doesn't help. It doesn't help now that ChillStahs have 2 goals. It's right up the kickoff. Quaidar just takes over, and Panda, who is waiting on the front post for the flick, knows they don't really have the advantage. A great play from Quaidar. And the ChillStahs, early in game 3, looking to set the tone once again. They had their issues in game 1 and getting goals, and they waited a bit too long in game 2. Maybe the best start they've asked for. It's definitely the best start yet. Quaidar will clear. Challenge on Icy. Facing the wrong way. JD Mayo can shoot this, but we'll still get there first. As attempt not on target. Nibs to clear. This is 3 goals for the ChillStahs. As they're really just breaking through the midfield right now with long shots. It was either they're going to win control or they were going to just go for a much more efficient offense. Clearly, they've gone for the second of those 2 options. The ChillStahs proving they are multifaceted on offense. Even in a game that maybe flips back and forth on possession, their offense isn't out of the play, even if they don't win possession. It's Crazy Jeffy. ceiling. JD Mayo. No commit there for the ChillStahs. They've had a couple of those, and Torrent Swarm are not going to let them get away with that easily as a chance save away by Quadar. Nibs and Quadar both on 0 boost, just want this one out, but JD Mayo won't give it to them. Crazy Jeffrey to clear. That is right to Icy, who doesn't get a great first touch, is forced out of the way. Quadar gotta stay back, as here goes Panda. Stop from Quadar. Gets rid of that high option. Torrent Swarm needed! Oh, they'll get it too! Icy just jumped in, and sometimes when you play the forecheck, things work out for you. Crazy Jeffrey was facing the wrong direction. Icy's just jumping in. He's looking for the dunk. He's not looking to score there, but it does just so happen to fall in their favor. The ChillStahs gotta be feeling pretty good at this point in time. It's Crazy Jeffy. Quadar off the corner. Impressive touch there. Icy, ooh. Like that one as neither will Nibs. Crazy Jeffy whiffed on it. The ChillStahs still keep it. 3 minutes to go, still a lot of time left in this game for Torrent Swarm to come back. This much time, the ChillStahs can't get overconfident. They're gonna have to win out on the. They're gonna have to win out on the play as they hope. But they played in game 1 was so good at wasting time. Somehow do that again, which is not likely, not easy. Maybe they give themselves a chance here. But they give themselves the best chance here, I think, to win this game. But it's going to be very tough to do, as Swarm have already proven they are pretty good at getting around the ChillStahs midfield. A lot of it just comes down to heavy clears that get by those players. ChillStahs are not too worried as, oh, what a play from Nibs! No one even challenged! And Nibs just takes it. He says, well, if you leave it open, he'll take it. My goodness. A great shot from Nibs. And the ChillStahs will now take a 3-goal lead once again. They might even make it 4. Icy going the wrong direction. Almost put it in their own net. As Icy challenged by Crazy Jeffy. Quadar. The side wall. Quadar beats Icy. Panda to the corner. The easiest play there for Panda. Still dribbling as Nibs on the demo. Quadar to get a height in the play. As Icy's waiting, will not get the chance to touch it. As here's Mayo in midfield. Crazy Jeffy. Nibs already up. Nibs has got the back wall, but Panda's waiting. Torrent Swarm gotta go the other way, but they can't flip the field. The ChillStahs continue as they'll win out the midfield over and over again. Torrent Swarm, again, that time wasting that the ChillStahs did in game 1 is going to be really useful right now here in game 3. As Nibs off the corner. Mayo away from Quadar, and that's found Panda. Torrent Swarm playing the outplay. Usually they'd be clearing in that position, but the pass opens up. They finally take their options. Again, so often they clear in that position just to get rid of the ball. Pass was there. It's a intelligent play, and Torrent Swarm now need 2 more. Nibs. You see, keeps it up. Panda's there. Will look back for JD Mayo. Very heavy first touch from Mayo, who isn't really going to make much of this one. Off the corner. Nice keeping the ball in the blue half. But not able to keep it away from the ChillStahs, who will win out the play as Quadar. One-on-one with Panda. Nibs is there, and I think was looking for the pass. Still they'll get it, but everybody had to commit to it. The ChillStahs can't win the midfield now, as here goes Icy. The back wall. Icy left for Panda. As Torrent Swarm all upfield, just looking. But the ChillStahs, although they do not have a ton of boost at this point, aren't too concerned. Time's in their favor, and so too is the pace of play. This ball will go to the other half of the field. Time will run out, and the ChillStahs will take a 2-1 series lead. Through 3 games, the ChillStahs find themselves as the top dogs. Now 1 win away from taking their first win of the season. Game 4 now. The ChillStahs are on match point. This is their chance to win it. The Torrent Swarm have proven if they can really play a flippant back-forward game, a quick offense, that is something that will help them out, although the ChillStahs have done very well to adapt to them. That's one of the benefits of, being teammates for as long as they have. You're able to really adapt a lot more easily, a lot more fluidly than a lot of these teams, especially with the, for a lot of these teams being new, new rosters with new players. It's going to be very tough to get used to. I don't know how new Torrent Swarm is as a roster. I know they're not nearly as, they've not been around nearly as long as the ChillStahs have. They have to make their own adjustments. Again, ChillStahs have proven they can make those changes rather quickly, and it's not the first time we've seen them do it, but against this level of opponent, I had my doubts on if they could do it or not. But they're holding their own here. Nib's in a bad spot. It could be an own goal. It will be an own goal. Panda who went for a bit of a car change mid-game. A new-looking vehicle now. Able to hit that goal as it actually bounced off of Jeffrey. No wonder Nibs couldn't read that one. Was expecting the initial shot to be hit, but Crazy Jeffrey's extra touch actually was all that it was needed to beat Nibs, who wasn't ready for it. Torrent Swarm, as said before, they can play a quick offense. Things can definitely work for them here, but ChillStahs gonna play pretty quick too. Be loose on their feet. Oh, maybe a little too loose. As 2 players both whiff the ball in the same challenge. Quaidar off the sidewall will be Nibs, who bit of a panic touch there, goes right to Icy. Crazy Jeffrey, doesn't challenge. This should be a goal, and it will be. Crazy Jeffrey stopped moving. I don't know if I know they're getting bumped, but this seems quite ridiculous. Crazy Jeffrey must not have had any belief. Torrent Swarm scores. I hate to remind you, this is GC2, GC3. They're scoring that. That is something that you don't generally see players at this rank level miss. Oh, is this going to be another one? Oh, it was a bad 50-50 to say the very least. And the ChillStahs, man, they have completely fallen apart early in this game. Once 1 goal goes in, this team seems to just fall apart. I don't even know if they come back from this deficit at this point. They've got a lot of work, at least, to do, but I mean, we'll see. It's definitely possible. Although, again, knowing the ChillStahs is a team who their wins have been through confident early starts. I think they're in a really tough position here to win this game. So far this series, they've not proven they can. They have proven once they can come back, but that was from 2 goals down. That was being willing to overcommit to offense. And that you maybe don't want to do at this point, as Crazy Jeffrey should be scoring that wide open chance. And now Quaidar's missed, and this could be 4 as Torrent Swarm down the field. 3 shot. Nibs missed. JD Mayo has it. What really makes the difference here is not this overcommit, but the decision from Nibs to take the boost first. If he challenges Icy, you might beat the play. Instead, he goes for the boost, and again, ChillStahs. This is not the rank to be leaving your net open like that. Well, so far we've only gone through 2 minutes, and this has been the worst game so far for the ChillStahs. Hopefully for some changes as Quaidar. What a save from Panda. On a double commit from the ChillStahs as well. This feels like it's all falling apart for them here, but Crazy Jeffrey opens the net. Quaidar can't shoot it. He was pushing in too high. ChillStahs still go, but this one will be saved by Panda. Here goes Nibs. A double commit. It will. Oh, it will somehow stay out. That one was dancing on the goal line. It was asking to go in. But Torrent Swarm didn't let him. Another double commit for the ChillStahs. Quaidar not going to choose to go immediately. Another double commit now is Crazy Jeffrey just in the middle of the play, but not for the right reasons. And this ChillStahs team after that first goal win have just completely fallen apart here. This has definitely been a game where that first goal really felt like it just completely took them down. Either they weren't set or they weren't expecting it. Whatever it is undoubtedly likely have lost them this game unless, again, something miraculous happens here. Oh, it's a big whiff from Nibs. Panda will look for Icy as off the back wall goes Quaidar. Ayo, demoed out. Panda will go airborne. As cleared up away. And with the ball is Nibs. Flip reset. Pinched away. Icy. Gets by Quaidar. Crazy Jeffy now. In the air is Panda as Nibs to challenge. Quaidar. Around the corner. Stopped by JD Mayo. Crazy Jeffy. Torrent Swarm, though, are pretty content to just let this game end. Maybe get one more goal. They are still playing quite aggressively. But we're guaranteed a Game 5, which will be nice, considering our last series was so short. It was a 3-0 sweep to start off the day. A Game 5 in this match is definitely feels nice. The ChillStahs will challenge again. Torrent Swarm, though, are not going to win on the play. ChillStahs will not leave this game empty-handed. As this game's progressed, they've definitely calmed down a lot more. Unfortunately, when you're that many goals behind, it's really tough to come back no matter how you're playing. ChillStahs, I think they were just looking for anything late in this game. They'll see what that goal is. Oh, now. Torrent Swarm looking for number 5, and oh, it almost went in right there. They'll clear it off the line, though, as Nibs. Oh, actually, you're gonna get another one here. Why not? A long shot finds the back of the net. Now, ChillStahs making this game look a lot closer than it really was at the beginning of this game. But at least it's very hopeful for the ChillStahs to these last 2 goals, because this has been much more even pace of play, and they've won outright. That's the way that Game 5 goes. ChillStahs are in a great spot. But we'll see how it goes in Game 5. For now, though, this is Game 4, and Torrent Swarm will send this series the distance. Game 5, Champions Field. I mean, we all knew we wanted it at the end of the day here. And we'll get it too, with Torrent Swarm and the ChillStahs. For your first week match of the season, your first week of action, what a match to have. Because here we go. Game 5. The ChillStahs, Torrent Swarm have both proven well. But this game will be the one to decide it here. And as I said before, the end of that last game was really good for the ChillStahs. It was much more even pace of play, and they looked like the better team. Against a strong Torrent Swarm side, you can never be too careful against them here. No matter how even the pace of play is, if Torrent Swarm gets 1 or 2 goals, ChillStahs could fall apart again. As an early chance in, saved away by Nibs as Quaidar. The clear gets stopped short of the midfield line. Now it's Nibs. Crazy Jeffrey got booted, so actually going to be a really tough touch to make here. If he had that room, you think he could have done a little bit more with it, but he got bumped. Torrent Swarm have not been afraid to go for those kind of plays. As off the corner, Icy clears. Crazy Jeffrey, the only one back. He's got that one out, and oh, a bit of a double commit there. Torrent Swarm not on the same page. They'll go back to defense. As here goes Nibs. Not by JD Mayo. Crazy Jeffy off the back wall. It's Nibs. It's to the bottom right corner. And the ChillStahs with goal 1. Just like the end of game 4, it's been a much more even sort of game. Well, this was not favorable to the ChillStahs when they were starting this series with how much they needed to win the midfield. Now it does favor them with the fierceness that they have on their shooting. Oh, you know, how strange it can be when a team makes those kind of adjustments that they can look so much different in the same series. So much different, that's not English, so different in the same series as the ChillStahs are now up looking for that second as Icy. Bit of an interesting touch there. We'll use that flip reset that he grabbed to keep it away. Back pass to Nibs. Ooh, Torrent Swarm's gonna have this one as off the back wall. Crazy Jeffy knew it was wide. JD Mayo clears. Nibs. Ooh, not a great touch. Straight to Icy. Quadar. As Panda finds JD Mayo. Crazy Jeffy demoed. Two players commit for the ChillStahs as they are now facing quite the predicament on defense. That's another demo, my goodness. Torrent Swarm, another demo. If they can't go around the ChillStahs, they're going to go right through them, it seems. Those demos have really not made a difference, except, of course, the ChillStahs sometimes play 2v3. Well, it's not a bad thing, considering this is a team that really wants to keep that rotation. The way that all these players are playing, you're going to need to really time those demos if you're Torrent Swarm. Just getting them will not be enough. Unpinched. Straight back to Nibs, who is taking up the field. Finds Crazy Jeffy. This one bouncing. And dunked by Quadar. Ooh, that's a very heavy touch. Nibs won't get there. Quadar has gone all the way back. And the ChillStahs gonna keep that play as here goes Panda. Doesn't get the flip reset. Crazy Jeffy can go. Dicey now has a net to look at. Nibs keeping an eye out for that one. Follow-up shot! Where was the defense? Where were they? The ChillStahs let that one through. Crazy Jeffy, oh, where in the world? He's out of his net. And out of his mind. If he's in the net, that's saved. But because he's pushed up already, that shot has a chance to go through. A little lapse in judgment from the ChillStahs. They have just cost them here, because JD Mayo's got another. As one goal's gone in, the ChillStahs again falling apart at the seams. Late in Game 5, they can't allow this to happen. Challenge won by the ChillStahs. Panda. Crazy Jeffy now. Not able to get height, but at least force JD Mayo into the play. In midfield, two players commit from ChillStahs. As JD Mayo. Nibs. Icy to clear. Crazy Jeffy. Keeps it up in the air. Nibs to Crazy Jeffy. Torrent Swarm's ready for it. Quadar now. Off the sidewall. Keeps it high. Now goes Nibs. Icy to clear. Pushed out the way. Will give the ChillStahs the ball again, or at least it should. It won't, as JD Mayo's got a third. A hat trick for the captain. I thought AC was out of the play here. Clearly they were not. They had more in the tank. Torrent Swarm. After one's goal from JD Mayo, have found the secret. It's now goals all over the place. And the ChillStahs, who were leading this game, were playing the way they wanted to. Once one goal has gone in, it's been a total collapse of the system. And in a division as tough as this, the ChillStahs' coordination has not helped them out at the end of this game. Torrent Swarm now just needs to keep control of the play. Crazy Jeffy. Icy. Won by Crazy Jeffy. Nibs with hope, but Panda waiting in the way. The ChillStahs are going to run out of time eventually here. Torrent Swarm off of an incredible effort from JD Mayo. I've now done it 2 games in a row after 1 goal against the ChillStahs. They've been able to grab a couple. The ChillStahs have 8 seconds left in this game. I don't think they're coming back from this anymore. In fact, I think Quadar's already given up. He's left early in this game, might I add. But that will end this one as, oh my goodness, what's happening on the kickoff? Torrent Swarm will win it outright. The ChillStahs see this game end. A 3-2 series for Torrent Swarm. The ChillStahs, oh man, they got denied that last chance. Are definitely gonna have some work here in what might be the mentality of this team. In the last 2 games, it's all it's been is 1 goal from Torrent Swarm, and it's been a complete barrage afterwards. ChillStahs just have fallen apart at bad times here. They really can't handle themselves after 1 goal's gone in. But for Torrent Swarm, that's their series. They'll take it here in 5 games. A solid performance, to say the very least. As the ChillStahs are going to have to go back to the drawing board for a little bit here. Torrent Swarm have definitely found their mark early in the season, winning in week 1. A solid performance overall. Definitely one that they'll be more than happy with. 3-2, Game 5. What a way to end off our first night of action in the Cross Progression League. Definitely felt like a nice series, especially with how, again, one-sided our first one was. A lot better. And a lot closer. As we get a little chat now, JD Mayo is going to join us here for a short interview afterwards. As soon as we get him in here. Give it a moment. There we go. Welcome in, JD Mayo. Torrent Swarm win week 1 in a 5-game series. It was close, it was intense, but those last 2 games, you guys found your stride at the perfect time. How are you feeling? Week 1 is yours.
Yo, yeah, man, that was awesome. GG's. That was a fun series. That was really good.
The ChillStahs are a team that's known for team chemistry. And if I'm not wrong, this is a pretty new team from Torrent, right? Torrent Swarm?
Yeah, pretty new team.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going up against the ChillStahs who themselves have not changed their roster in a pretty long time. They're not a team that changes their roster very often. So, you know, having to get used to new teammates this season, playing up against a team that had chemistry, that must have been something that was tough for you guys in this series, competing against the ChillStahs. But I mean, what have you guys done kind of early in the season to kind of help yourself out, get used to your teammates, and find that chemistry earlier so that you don't have to find it later?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We've known each other for a while, but we've never actually been an official team. So I feel like we have good chemistry as well, just not maybe on the pitch yet, if that makes sense. So we kind of figured that they were a team that might be together for a while, the way they were playing. And if you could probably see, there was a couple of mistakes. We kept getting each other's way, bumping each other. But honestly, we just kept the comms up, kind of just trying to iron everything out. And we knew that if we just kept composed, kept our mentals, that we could probably still win the series, and that's what happened. So we're happy with that result.
Of course, in Game 4, Game 5, it was 1 goal that really got things started. It was Game 5 where you had to show up, had a hat trick, as well. Where did that come from in Game 5? Was it just like luck of the draw? Do you feel like it was something that was brewing in this series for you to have that hat trick in such an opportune moment?
Yeah, I think so. It's funny. Me and Panda kind of con Icy for not passing in scrims, and then he ended up with 4 assists that game. So, kudos to him for looking for the open man, and I just happened to be there a couple of times. So,
Of course, you get your win here, a 3-2 victory. Game 5, the nice thing is, week 1 is yours. Still a lot more match to go this season. It's a long season here, JD Mayo, but Torrent Swarm are pretty happy with at least this start, looking to improve in the future. And congrats on your win. Thank you so much for joining. Before you leave here, JD Mayo, do you have anything else you want to say? Is there any shoutouts you have? I always ask for shoutouts at the end of these matches. Do you have anyone out there that you want to thank?
Absolutely, man. I mean, shout out to my team. Shout out to you. Appreciate the cast, and shout out Torrent, man.
Of course, and thank you so much for joining this evening here, JD Mayo. Congrats to you and to the rest of Torrent Swarm. Have an amazing rest of the night. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys again soon.
You too, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
Was JD Mayo joining in a 3-2 win for Torrent Swarm. Thank you so much for joining the Sporty stream and joining the stream for Cross Progression League action. We've had 2 great matches today, a sweep and a game 5. For now, though, that is it from me. We'll see who's live right now. I know he might be live. Yeah, Maxine is live. So support to Maxine, who I think has CPL action right now. Go show support to Maxine, yeah, with NAV versus Acid Panthers. We'll go show support. Thank you so much for joining the Sporty stream this evening. Take care. Have an amazing rest of your night. We'll see you guys again in the future.